Hi, finally we're here. Amazing. So glad to be here. you're up and you can see me, just type I'm live and I can see you. Okay. Alright. If you're plugged in and you can hear me clearly, just let me know. If you can hear me, just let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. Right? If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me see it in the comment section that you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me see it in the comment section that you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me see it in the comment section that you can hear me. All right, I can see the five of you up already. Come on, just let me know in the comment section. I can hear you, sir. Just let me know in the comment section. I can hear you, sir. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section, right? I think I can actually see your comment from here. Okay, Odell is saying yes, sir. Very loud and clear, Odell. Very loud and clear. All right. Soma, is it a Soma I have in mind? Soma is saying perfectly. Soma, so good to see you online. Soma has been on my neck. Like Soma has literally been on my neck for this class. Soma, so good to see you online. Danny Keys, I can see Danny Keys. Danny, so good to see you. So good to see you, Danny. So good to see you. Super excited to have all of you here online tonight. Anyanwu Chisom, all the way from Lagos. Chisom is saying I can hear you, sir. So I'm so good to see you. All right. This night is going to be amazing. It's been a while I did an online class, right? And trust me, this year I'm fully out to give all that I have. I'm fully out to give all that I have, right? That's part of the things I want to achieve this year, like give like never before. No holding back, okay? No holding back, no holding back, no holding back, right? So believe me, it's going to be an amazing time. And God willing, we'll be having a physical class in March at Rockview Hotel. The payment has been made, the hall has been paid for, and it's going to be my first physical class for the year, right? So that's to tell you that I'm seriously ready for this year. Yeah, I'm seriously ready for this year. I'm seriously ready for this year. All right. So brace up. March, we're having our first physical training or physical class at Rockview Hotel. The hall has been paid for, right? The hall has been paid for, so we are good to go. I'll announce the date. The flyers will be out, and then it's going to be an amazing time. Believe me, it's going to be a super amazing time. We have Amamiho Okere here. Wisdom, so good to see you, Wisdom. So good to see you, Wisdom. So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you, Wisdom. So good to see you, Wisdom. All right, so we're actually 6 minutes into our time. Ah, I pray God helps us, right? We're 6 minutes into our time. For those who don't know me or who don't know much about me, my name is Ibe Onini Favor. Um, I'm the founder of External Investment Nigeria Limited, a real estate company trading under the brand name External Real Estate Agency and Consultancy Firm, right? I've been in real estate for the past professionally 4 years. I've been I've been into real estate 8 years now, going to 8 years now, but professionally 4 years, right? So that's how long I've been in real estate. Before we go into what I have for us this night, I just want to share a little part of my life. I'll just share my story so that most of us who are online and those who will be joining us later can actually understand that where you are now, I've been there. So, 2017, 13 July, which happened to be my birthday, I woke up and to be honest, I was broke. It doesn't feel like being broke in capital letter. I was broke in capital letter, right? I remember that morning I wanted to go to school and I only had 100 naira with me. And no, I didn't have money on me that morning. Yes, the morning of my birthday. Then I was in 200 level medical laboratory science. I didn't have a dime on me, right? I didn't have a dime on me, and I was worried. I was worried because 2017, I think I was turning 21. 2017, I was turning 21, right? And my fear was, will I continue like this? Okay. So that morning I dressed up, no money on me. Then I was still in my family house. So I went to the road for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I was hoping to get a free ride. So I stayed there, and then after a while, a man stopped. He stopped, and I thought probably he wanted to give me a ride. So he was like, "No, he's not going my way." So the man stopped, entered the shop nearby, and I didn't know the man was watching me. So he saw that public vehicles were passing by. Some of them wanted to stop, but I wasn't, eager to join any of the buses or taxi, right? So the man walked up to me and said, Nna, ijikwa ego iji agba moto. Now, if you're not Igbo, it simply means, do you have money for transport? And almost going into tears, I said, sir, I don't. So he gave me 100 naira, and that 100 naira took me to school, right? Hopefully, um, hopefully, I got to school. A friend of mine said to me, Estana, let's go out, let's hang out. So we went out, ate, and then he gave me money for going back home. Now, mind you, before I went into real estate, I was already answering Estana, right? The story of that name is story for another day. So before I got into real estate, I was already answering Estana, right? My friends were already calling me Estana. It was already my business name because I started with Zobo, I started with Book SMS, right? So that experience, excuse me, that experience taught me a lesson because before that day, I was into Zobo. I was into selling of Zobo as a medical student. All right. Um, this to show you that I was willing to succeed. That's why it was legal under God. I was willing to succeed. So I was into Zobo business. I was into bulk SMS business, but it wasn't giving me the money I needed, and it wasn't consistent. The profit was coming, but it was just like little or nothing. So 2017 was me facing the reality of my life that, bro, you are broke. It was obvious to me that I needed to do something about my life, especially my finance. So after the whole birthday celebration with my friends, they took me out. I came back home and I sat down. As a favor, what business can you do that will allow you go to school, have time for yourself, and then still make you money? I realized that when I asked myself that question, I realized that, look, I love houses. I love searching, like looking at mansions on YouTube, watching videos on YouTube of amazing houses. I told myself, you know what? I will go into real estate. And that was how I went into real estate. All right. There were that part of the story I may not mention, but that was how I went into real estate. And from July 2017 till date, I've been into real estate. But now, that may be like the rosy part of it, right? So I went into real estate 2017 July. From that July till December, I didn't make a sale. Nobody asked me if I was selling, I was buying. Nobody asked me where I had properties for sale. Nobody asked me where I had properties for rent. Nobody. So for almost for almost 6 months, I was doing marketing, I was doing publicity, but there was no sale. But God helping me, November ending to first week of December 2017, a family member, out of mercy and compassion, bought a property through me. That property was worth 2.5 million as of 2017, right? And that was my first property, 2017, 2.5 million naira. It was a plot of land around Airport Road. Yeah, it was a plot of land around Airport Road. So that was the first sale I ever made in real estate, and that sale gave me my first commission. The funny part of it is that commission I never used it, right? I never used that commission because I used the money to buy keyboards for my fellowship. The fellowship I was part of then, FECA. I was a member of a fellowship called FECA, Federation of Colleges and Students Christian Association. So I took the whole money and I used it to buy keyboard. I said, Lord, this is my first commission in real estate, and then I'm giving it to you. So after that December, January, I made another sale. That sale gave me, I think, 75,000. And then March, I made my first 500,000, 500,000 there. That 500,000 is it's not the biggest money I've ever made, but it was the biggest I've ever felt in terms of it was I've, the feeling I had making that 500k. I've never had it again. Remember, I said it's not the biggest money I've ever made, but that feeling, that feeling of I've made it, I've never felt it again. Imagine money I made, and after I got the commission, I went to school. I was at the back of the class. Lecturer was teaching. In my head, I was just telling myself, this man is now where I've made like times three of his monthly salary in just one sale. Right? So that was more like a breakthrough moment for me. Okay? That was more like a breakthrough moment for me as a young man. That was a breakthrough moment for me. So I made my first 500k, and then after a while, I think I made I think I made another 200k, and then I made 700, then the first 1 million, then second 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, and then it's been back to back since then. So if I should calculate the volume of transaction I've done as an individual running a brand, I think we've done over 1 billion in transaction. If you calculate the total amount of money or the total amount of sales we've done over the years, I've been into real estate, it's over 1 billion, right? I'm talking about sales, not revenue. Sales. If you calculate the whole sales, it's over 1 billion. Yeah, it's over 1 billion in sales. From 2017 till now, it's over 1 billion in sales, right? So this is my journey in real estate. This is like me and how far I have come in real estate. There are things that happened in between, right? There are moments, pivotal moments in between my journey, in between this story I've shared. And some of those things I'll be mentioning them as I proceed. If you're still with me, write in the comment section, I'm still with you. All right. Remember, this is a virtual meeting, so I need to have that feeling that we are all together. If you're still with me, just write in the comment section, I'm still with you. Come on, let me sit in the comment section. If you're still with me, just write in the comment section, I'm still with you. If you're still with me, drop it in the comment section. Let me know you're still with me. All right, you know, so Corey. Okay, welcome, Noso. Ebube, 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 it's been a while. Ebube, it's been a while. Dumebi, are you serious? Dumebi is online. Dumebi is one of the amazing ladies I've met so far. Super excited, super happy, and her only problem is that she wants to make money and marry a rich husband. That's the only problem Dumebi has. Dumebi just want to marry a rich husband. That's all. Be a housewife, nothing else. Dumebi, happy to see you. All right, happy to see you. So, how have I been able to navigate my way in real estate so far? How have I been able to navigate my way in real estate so far, right? I'm going to be um, telling you the things that have helped me come to this point, right? Um, I have struggled with selling courses. I have struggled with selling courses, not because I don't know how to sell. I mean, if you can sell properties, you're literally a badass at selling, right? But then every time I try to sell courses, I feel restricted within my spirit because my journey has been a journey of help by God, right? So I've come to a point where I've made a promise to God that, like, look, you've helped me come to this point. I'm going to teach everything I know for free until I have the freedom to sell courses. So throughout this year, I'm going to be teaching everything I know for free. And what I'm about to dive into now are the things. They might look trivial, but they are the things that have helped me come to this point. Okay? They are the things that have helped me come to this point. To be honest with you, I don't like sharing my financial success. And I can tell you, nobody, nobody, apart from now that I'm married, nobody at any point in my life have been able to tell how much I have and how blessed I am. I remember in my school days, 400 level, I've been in a situation whereby I had millions in my account, 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, and nobody knew. I have sent money to people, and till today they are not aware I sent them the money. I have done things for people till today they are not aware I'm the one that did it. I've always believed in appearing below the level you are. All right. So when I'm teaching these things, I'm teaching these things because these are the things that have helped me come to the point I am in finance. I may not be the richest person you know, but I can tell you I'm very far from poverty. When I mean I'm very far, believe me, I'm not trying to be um I'm not trying to brag, but the distance between me and poverty is very far. When I mean very far, very, very far. At this point in my life, I don't have a car, right? So, if people want to judge me by my appearance, what I have physically, they will be making a mistake because I try the best I can not to appear or look it, right? But trust me, what I'm telling you now, I may not say it on Facebook, I may not post it on my status, but favor Iberonini, I'm very, 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 very far from poverty. I tell you, real estate have changed my life. When I mean changed my life, real estate have changed my life to the point that when I look at myself and my peers, I could see it's like kilometer, like the distance between me and my peers, right? People that I grew up with, the distance between us financially is like Enugu and Owerri. I tell you, and not because they are not hardworking, but because the sector I'm in is a sector that rewards you in millions. The market I'm in, the business I'm doing is a business that rewards you in millions. A tailor sewing a cloth, cannot compare himself with me because for you to make 2 million naira, you should know the number of clothes you will sew, right? Like you can tell the number of clothes you need to sell, you need to sew for you to make 2 million as a tailor. I'm not saying a tailor in Lagos, right? A tailor in Owerri, but for real estate, you can make 2 million in one transaction. You can make 2 million in 2 or 3 transactions, right? So the sector I'm in is a sector that rewards you in quantum, like in major amounts. I tell you, in major amounts. So, what are the things that have helped me come to this point? This training is divided into three. We'll have part two, we'll have part three. I'm going to be talking about, when it comes to real estate sales, I'm going to be talking about pre-sale activities, right? Then, sales activities and post-sale activities. Pre-sale activities, sales activities, and post-sales activities, right? So this training today we'll be talking about the pre-sale activities, the things you do before the sale. Like I told you, the subtopic of this training is understanding the foundations of real estate sale and the factors behind multiple sales. All right. So what we're talking about today are pre-sale activities. So what are the things I do before sales? What are the things I do that position me for sales in real estate? All right. These are the things I'll be talking about. So first of all, when we ask what is real estate, okay, what is real estate? Real estate simply means the buying and selling of land and structures on land. If you're writing, you can write this down. The buying and selling of land and the structures on land. All right. As I teach, you can just type the key points I'm making and just type it in the comment section so that it will help me know that we are all together in this. Okay, so you could just type the things I'm saying so that I'll just know you're with me. So real estate simply means land and the structures on land. All right, the renting and the buying of land and the structures on land. So you can categorize real estate into, okay, you can mention things that are in real estate such as hotels, hospital, residential houses, shopping plaza. These are examples of real estate. All right. Tent. Tent is an example of real estate because tent is a structure on land. All right. So anytime you have real estate, it simply means land and the structures on land. And that's the simplest meaning or interpretation of real estate. All right. That's the simplest meaning and interpretation of real estate. So what are the types of real estate? Number one, we have flipping, and then we have rentage, right? We have flipping, and then we have rentage. Okay. Now, what is flipping? In flipping, we have land flipping and house flipping. And flipping simply means buying and reselling. Okay? Buying and reselling. So, when you buy a land for 2 million and resell it for 5 million, that's land flipping. Okay? When you buy a house for 10 million and sell it for 19 million, that's house flipping. So real estate has two major categories: flipping and rental. Flipping is buying to resell. In flipping, what you make is capital gain, right? Capital gain is the gain you make when you minus your capital. All right. So flipping simply means buying and reselling, and that is majorly what I do. All right. That is majorly what I do. So when you see somebody buying a land for 10 million and in 2 years' time he's selling it for 20 million, the person is doing land flipping. When you see somebody buy a hotel and after 5 years, maybe he bought the hotel for 1 billion and he's selling the hotel for 4 billion, that's house flipping. All right. Now, the second category or the second type of real estate is rental. Example of rental is hotel. All right. Hotel. You go to hotel to rent. The hotel is not your own, but you are renting a room to stay for a night, for 2 nights, for 3 nights. All right. So, hotel is an example of rental. The house you're staying in, where you're paying 1 year rent, I live in a rented apartment. That's an example of rental. My office at Ikenebu is an example of rental. It's not my own, but I pay a certain amount to occupy it. All right. So if you're going into real estate, These are the two categories of real estate you like your options to choose from. It's either you're going into real estate for flipping, or you're going into real estate for rental, or you're doing both. So there are people that buy and resell houses, and at the same time they have houses that they put up for rent, right? They have houses that they put up for rent. Okay, so when you went to like when you want to rent a shop, and then you call an agent and say, please help me rent the shop or help me find the shop. What you are doing is rental. But when you call somebody and say, I want to buy a shop, there are sometimes government will build shopping plazas and individuals will come and buy those shops. So what government is doing flipping, because they will bring out, let's say, like 200 million, build the shopping plazas, and then sell the shops to people and make profit on it. At that moment, what the government is doing is flipping. Okay, but when you are renting, when you build something to rent it out, what you're doing is rental. So in real estate, it's either you're doing flipping or you're doing rental. Now, when we ask what's the difference between the two, the difference between the two is that flipping gives you capital gains, rental gives you cash flow. Let me explain it this way. Flipping is like buying a fowl and then feeding that fowl for a while with the hope that you will sell it in December. So let's say you bought a fowl for let's say 5,000, and then you decide to sell that fowl for 11,000 in December. You're selling that fowl to recover your 5,000 capital and then make profit of 6,000 on that fowl. But rental is like buying that fowl, and then instead of selling the fowl, you keep the fowl in such a way that the fowl now lays eggs for you. So instead of making 6,000 by selling the fowl, you now sell the egg for 100 naira. So every week you sell 2 eggs for 200. Every week the fowl lays 2 eggs for you, you sell it for 200. As far as that fowl is alive, you keep making 200 naira per week. That is just the simple explanation of flipping and rental. All right. So when somebody builds a house for rental, as far as that house exists, the person will keep making money from that house. There will be cash flow. The only challenge with rental is that it might take you 10 years to recover your capital. So if you spend 100 million building a 6-bedroom flat that will be rented for 1 million a year, it will take you, for each year you rent it, the 6 flats, you're making 6 million. Now it will take you 10 years to make 60 million, and it will take you around 16 years to make about 100 million, which is your capital. So when people just want to make bulk money, they do flipping. When they want cash flow, they do rental. The good thing about cash flow is that when you are not working, money keeps flowing. All right, that's the amazing thing about cash flow. All right, so I've explained the two types of real estate to you, and I've explained rental and flipping for you. So what we're going to be measuring today is rental. I'm sorry, is flipping, right? That's what we'll be measuring today. We'll be measuring flipping. Now, when it comes to flipping, there are three major parties. In fact, there are three major parties in real estate. All right, you have the property owner, you have the client that want to buy your rent, and then you have the agent that connects the both. Right. So when it comes to land flipping, buying and selling of houses and land, your work, or should I say, in flipping, when there is a property to be sold and when there is someone looking for a property, there is always a middleman that plays a role, a bridging role. All right, there's always a middleman that connects both the person looking for a property to sell and the person both the person selling the property and the person buying the property. There is somebody that connects two of them to transact. That person is called a rental agent or a rector. In US they are called brokers. All right, they may differ, but they are all intertwined in their role. All right, now This training is to teach you on how to be a rector that makes money from real estate. All right. For every real estate transaction, there is always a middleman, and that middleman is who you are, at least for this phase of your part in real estate. All right. I started as a rental agent. I started as an agent and then grew into being a property owner that sells his own properties. All right. So for every time there's a transaction, there's always a middleman that connects both parties. Now, what is the work of a rental agent? What is the work of a rector? What is the work of that middleman? First, the work of the middleman is to provide professional advice to both parties. How do I explain this to you now? When I started real estate, I started with rental, right? I was doing rental for people. I was helping people rent houses. But at the point I realized that the commission from rental was little or nothing. So you rent a 3 bedroom flat and then they will pay you 120,000 as commission, and then let's say 120,000. No, sometimes 60,000, 80,000 as of then. And then you have to split that 60,000 with like three people, right? You have to split that 60,000 with like three people. And that was that was a painful one for me. And then I discovered that rental was stressful. Being a rental agent was stressful. So I moved from being a rental agent to being um, a flipping agent, an agent that help people buy and sell, right? So when I started doing flipping, like when I started helping people buy properties, I discovered that it was a horrible market in the sense that the dishonesty was much. So I needed to study and ask myself, favor, which type of rental, which type of sales agent do you want to be? Because I met a whole lot of fraudsters, right? I met a whole lot of fraudsters in real estate when I started, when I actually went into buying and selling. Please, if you're still with me, let me know in the comment section. If you're still with me, let me know in the comment section. So after educating myself, I wrote down the things I wanted to be known for. I wrote down the core things I wanted to do or I wanted to be doing as a sales agent in real estate. And those things are the things that brought me thus far. Now, as a real estate agent, remember, you are not doing a charity work, right? When you help somebody buy a land, you paid commission. And the commission you're making is more like somebody's 6 months salary, somebody's 3 months salary. I tell you, being a sales agent can be one of the most lucrative business you can do in Nigeria, because you can start it with that capital. All you need is a smartphone. That's all you need. I started with a smartphone. I've never taken a loan before. I've never collected loan from anybody. I started with just my smartphone. All right. So because it's a very lucrative market, if you're not careful, you'll find yourself on the list of people who are fraudulent. So as a sales agent, what is your core duties? Number one, your core duty as a sales agent is to give professional advice to investors who come to buy from you. One of the things I discovered while being into real estate is that most people are not educated about real estate. All right. So I've been in a situation whereby somebody comes to me to buy a property, and then I call the owner of the property. We see the property, the person likes it. Now, after I've shown the person the property, most times I have done personal research, and I'll end up discovering that the property I show the person have some challenges or have some issues that the person is not aware of, or have some issues that I was not aware of before showing the person the property. What I do at that point is this: I call the person and tell the person, look, you can't buy this property. ABCD is not right with this property. I've seen myself give people advice that end up not being profitable to me, because I have shown them a property, they like it, they want to pay, only for me to realize that the person selling the property is not the owner of the property, or the person selling the property has the consent of the owner but does not have a letter of consent from the owner, which is a very dangerous thing. So your first duty as a rector is not to collect commission, is to give professional advice. People have called me and said, Favor, I want to buy a land. And then I will show them a certain place, they will like it. Only for me to realize that these people want to start building at the moment, like they want to start building immediately. And for me, the place I've shown them is not good for buy and build, right? Guess what? Most of the time, I will call them and say, look, if you want to start building now, don't pay for this land. This land is not the best place for you. You need a more developed area. Most times, some of them are shocked. They'll be like, but I like this place. The next 3 years, it will develop. Before I finish building, people will pack in. And for me, as somebody that have been in the system, I know in the next 2 or 3, 4 years, this place have not developed. I'll end up convincing them not to buy. And funny enough, most of the time, their money may not be up to the place that will be perfect for them to build immediately. Guess what? I'll end up losing the deal. But at that moment, my consolation is that I was able to clear my conscience and give them a professional advice. I was able to give them an honest advice of what they need at that moment. What that thing have done for me is that over time, I have built reputation of someone people can trust. I have built that reputation of, someone people can actually depend on his advice. I've had situations where I've like had to call people and say, please, the money you sent to me, I'm sending it back to you. Right? Because sometimes they won't tell you what they want to do with the land. I had a client at one point. He wanted to build was it a gas plant? Yes, a gas plant. I didn't know. So we paid for the place, and then on our way back, I had him making a call. He was talking about tanker, whatever. And I asked him, I said, is he into oil? He now said no, that he wants to, that the land we just paid for, that he wants to, no, that the land we want to pay for, the one he wants to buy, that he wants to use it for gas plant. I was like, sir, you can't use here for gas plant. Gas plant need to be positioned in a place where you have like, you need to be like very much close to where people are staying, right? If you're building a gas plant, you need to be close to where people are staying. You can't build a gas plant in a place that nobody is even aware, or nobody will be aware that a gas plant is there. A gas plant need to be close to family residents, because families are the ones that use gas. You can't build a gas plant, in a place that is very far from where people are staying. So I spoke to him. I told him, look, this is not the best place for this gas plant. I told him, in all honesty, reasons why that gas plant we don't do well there. He ended up not buying that property. One of my clients, I think I was with him last week. We were together in at an event. So he called me that he wanted to build a secondary school and the rest of it. So I asked him where he had in mind. He mentioned the community, and then I asked him what type of secondary school he wanted to build. He said a Tush secondary school, with computer, modern things. The classes will have AC and the rest of it. The teachers will be wearing uniform. They will have school bus and the rest. And I asked him, I said, which community again do you say you want to build this school? He mentioned the place. I told him, how much do you want to charge for your school fees? He told me. I say the people that live in this community do not have that purchasing power. This community, if you build this secondary school there, they will like it, but they will not be able to afford your school fees. First of all, check the houses there. Check the class of people that live there. Check the type of cars they drive. So you can't build a secondary school where you want to be charging 250,000 in a place where their house rent, the people there, the house rent they pay is like 100,000 or 120,000 a year. Now you now want to build a school where the children will be paying 250,000 in 3 months per term. Come on, it's not going to work. He for the first time, all through the time he was making that plan, his eyes opened to the mistake he was about to make. So your first duty as a sales agent is to give people professional advice. Whether the advice will profit you or not, be honest with them. Honesty is like perfume. When you're honest, people know. People can read energy. I tell you, people can read energy. People can read energy. If you're honest, people know. If you're honest, people know. So you must build that profile. You must be able to build that profile of someone who gives honest and sincere consultation, honest and sincere advice, whether it will benefit you or not. Right? Whether it will benefit you or not. So you must be willing to give honest advice. Honest advice. I tell you, I've gotten referrals because of this thing. I've gotten referrals because of this. You know that scripture in Proverbs that said a good name is better than riches. That scripture is true. That scripture is very true. It's very, very true. I tell people in almost 8 years of doing real estate, I've not had a police case. There is nobody, whether living or dead, that can say he has called police for favor. Nobody. 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 Nobody will say he has called police for favor. Nobody. It has been the message of God. God has been guiding me, and it has also been a product of honesty. The amazing thing about honesty is that even if something goes wrong, people know it's not your fault. Even if something goes wrong, people know it's not your fault, right? If something goes wrong, people can tell that this guy was honest from the beginning. So you must be able to give honest advice, whether it will benefit you or not. The second thing you must do is you must position yourself as an authority in real estate. You must position yourself as an authority in real estate. Nobody wants to buy from an amateur, all right? Nobody wants to buy from an amateur. And how do you position yourself as an authority in real estate? It starts with your social media. It starts with your social media. People want to do business with a professional, and how you appear matter a lot. The first thing you must do if you want to position yourself as an authority is to ensure, one, your social media is well packaged. First of all, package your profile picture. Go to Facebook and check my profile picture. I'm on suit. Real estate is a millionaire market. You can't afford to appear like a pauper, right? And your profile picture is the first thing people see when they check out your profile on any social media platform. Even when you comment on any post, your profile picture says a lot about you. So you're in a millionaire market and you want people to trust you. You want people to do business with you. You must appear like someone that is in their class. You must appear like someone who can be trusted with 12 million. You must appear like someone who has been handling millions. You can't go to Facebook and your profile picture is one polo you wore in your grandmother's burial. A polo written at you, mama. Will forever miss you. No, your grandma is dead. Change that. Change that. Your profile picture is of great importance. if you must position yourself as an authority in real estate, your profile picture is of great importance. Is of great importance. So if you check mine, it's a studio picture, a professional studio picture, right? Well packaged. Well packaged. The second thing you must do on social media is this. You must go to your settings and remove people from tagging you to unnecessary posts. You must remove people from tagging you from unnecessary posts. People can't, you can't post the property and then somebody now checks your profile and then he's seeing tag, like they're always tagging you to one picture or the other. They post about politics, they are tagging you. One Amaka is tagging you with 99 others. She just buried her grandmother. She will post a picture and tag you on 99 others. It's not your grandmother tag. They shouldn't tag you. So let your timeline be clean. If you go to my timeline, you will know you can't see trash there. I'm careful about how I caption my pictures. I'm careful about my comments. I'm careful about my appearance on social media. You can't just tag me to any post. I will have to approve it for you to appear on my timeline. So you must go to your settings and do that. All right? Then you must avoid religious arguments. If you must position yourself as an authority in real estate, you must avoid religious arguments. Reason is, the people that buy from you are people of different religious inclination. Different religious inclination. So you can't afford to come online and you are attacking Christ Embassy. You are attacking Lost Choosing. There was a time Lost Choosing trended. They trended because of their testimonies. A whole lot of young people went online and we are commenting trash. It can't be favor. Because someone from Lost Choosing can buy from me. Someone from Christ Embassy can buy from me. But how would they buy from me if I'm comfortably criticizing their church? And people's faith and religious belief is something they hold sacred. It's just like me now, you come online and you're insulting my pastor. It will be difficult for you, like for me to hold myself and not respond. So you can't come online and there's a religious argument or a religious criticism of a church and you join the bandwagon. Look, for me, I see myself as an elite. Anybody can call it pride, but wherever I find myself, I see myself as the 1% in that gathering. In my church, you need to see the way I carry myself in my church. My dressing, my appearance, on social media, the same thing. I'm not among the masses. Favor is not among the masses. I'm a king, I'm royalty, right? And I carry myself as such. The office where we use currently, I pay close to $1 million a year for our office space. Where we use currently, close to $1 million a year. That's what we pay. I want you to walk in there and have that mindset that you're doing business with a king. Position yourself where real estate is a millionaire market. So you can't afford to be seen as religiously annoying. You can't afford to be engaging. You can't afford to position yourself as this person that's always attacking different political parties. I'm not a political analyst. I'm not an APC member, PDP, APOGA. I'm not. Unless you want to do politics, you can go online and do political arguments. But for me, I cannot do that because APC members can buy from me. Some of my clients are PDP members, right? Some of my clients are Labour Party members. And most times, you will not even know that the person you're doing business with is a politician. So you can't come online and you're attacking every political party. Is Nigerian government perfect? No. Is it my duty to come online and criticize them? No. Because that criticism will not do anything. That criticism will not do anything. People have been shouting on social media, have been criticizing PDP, APC. Have things changed? So for you, you're here to do business and make money for your family. All right? You're here to build a brand. You're not online to be a political analyst. That's not what you're there to do. Sometimes I see young people, they come to my inbox, hey, sir, mentor me in real estate, sir, mentor me in real estate. I go to their timeline and I see the things they write on their timeline. I just know this one. Otilo, you cannot be mentored. Mentorship is far from you. You cannot be mentored. So position yourself well. The next thing you must do online, you must start educating people about real estate. When I started off, I was doing it. Write educative content about real estate. Thank God for AI now. Browse about different aspects of real estate and post it online. Let people read things about real estate and then learn from it. Let them see you as someone that is very knowledgeable. People want to do business with someone that is knowledgeable in his field. This singular thing I'm telling you now has helped me a lot. Once you're the type of person that's always posting things online, you post things about how to know a fake land, how to know if a property is a government asset. Just post different things, those things that people are not aware of. To you, they might look minute, but most people don't know about it. 7 reasons why you should survey your property. 6 reasons why you should not buy a property in rainy season. 9 reasons why you should get a C of O. Start posting educative content like that on real estate. Post it on your social media platforms. After a while, whenever real estate is mentioned, your name will pop up. Whenever real estate is mentioned, your name will pop up. All right. So I've mentioned about your profile picture. I've mentioned about your timeline. I've mentioned about your post, the things you post, right? Avoiding religious and political posts. I've mentioned about writing content, educative content about real estate. It will also help position you. The next thing I want to talk about is avoid sexually provocative content. Avoid sexually provocative content. Avoid it. Avoid it. Most people, of recent, I discovered that most comedians now use, sexually explicit content as comedy. Please don't make the mistake of liking or commenting on those things. If you like or comment, your followers and your friends on Facebook will see it. Don't show social media that you're the type that is okay with sexually explicit content. People attach sexual rascality with financial rascality. If you position yourself as somebody that loves sexual content online, people will perceive that you are not financially trustworthy. That's why I'm careful about what I like or comment on social media. All right? So avoid those things. Avoid those things. Be very careful with them. All right? Be very, very careful with them. Now, I know some of you might ask, should you use a video content or a written content when educating people? I think in this day and time that we are, videos convert more, right? Videos convert more. I'm good with writing. I'm also good with video. For Facebook, I do more of writing. For Instagram now, I'm working on, going into video content creation for Instagram. To understand different platforms and what drives there or what flies there. For Twitter works well with short content, like very short typos, right? That's what works for Twitter. Then, if you're in Owerri, all right, if you're doing real estate in Owerri, please take Facebook serious. If you're doing real estate in Owerri, take Facebook serious. If you're doing real estate in Lagos, take Instagram serious. If you're doing real estate in Abuja, take Facebook and Instagram serious. Owerri is more of a Facebook dominant city. You have more people in Owerri active on Facebook than Instagram. You have more Lagosians active on Instagram than Facebook. That's why if anything happens in Lagos, you first hear it on Facebook, on Instagram and Twitter. So understand your audience and where they are. Owerri is a Facebook state. So you need to be active on Facebook if you want to be an authority in real estate in this city. If it's Lagos, you must take your Instagram serious. All right? You must take your Instagram serious. You must take your Instagram very, very serious if you're based in Lagos. All right? You must take your Instagram very, very serious. Now, if you're just starting off in real estate, right? I know part of the challenges or part of the things most of you complain about is audience, how to build an audience, like how to have people see what you're selling. Please, if you're still with me, let me know in the comment section that you're still with me. If you're still with me, let me know in the comment section. So most of you, your challenge is how do I build an audience, right? How do I get people to see me? How do I get more people to see me, especially on WhatsApp? Okay, especially on WhatsApp. WhatsApp has the highest conversion rate for any social media platform, right? So whether you're in Lagos, Abuja, or where, WhatsApp is number one. WhatsApp converts more than any other social media platform. So most of you, your question is how do I build an audience? Let me tell you the 5 places where you can get people, right? The number one place is your church. If you come to my church and you mention real estate, 90% of people you ask will mention favor. You must build contacts from your church. You must collect contacts from your church. All right. Your church is one of the social environments you find yourself. So the number one place where you can find clients, where you can find people that can refer you, is your church. That's why it's good to be committed in your local assembly. Okay. So build contacts in your church. For me, I always recommend collect 50% of the contact in your church. So if your church has 400 members, ensure 200 people in your church are on your WhatsApp. If your church have 500, ensure 250 are on your WhatsApp. All right? Make friends. As people are going, meet them. If you have your business card, share your business card to them. Take their number, save their number. Intentionally build contacts. Intentionally build contacts. As far as the person is up to 18 years, collect their number. And I will explain why I'm saying this. Most times we want to collect number of people that have money. But let me tell you how real estate works. Most of the people that have the purchasing power are not the ones that have the decision-making power. Most of the people that have the purchasing power are not the one making the decision-making. So there are people in US that want to buy property in Nigeria, but they are not seeing you, you are not seeing them. But they have a cousin that is 23 years in your church. So their cousin have your number, and then once in a while, that their cousin post your flyer on their status. When those people abroad want to buy property, who do they ask? They first of all ask their cousin, that property you usually post on your status, how far? Are you sure of that land? They will say yes. The person selling it is my church member. And after a series of back and forth, the transaction will pull through. You have made a sale. But the person that bought that property is the person that had the purchasing power, is the person that had the money. But yet, the person isn't the same person that contacted you directly. So, the reason I say collect contact of people in your church is because most sales are product of referrals. The distance between you and the person that have the money you are looking for is an individual. 90% of the sales I've done in real estate, I didn't meet the buyer directly. Somebody referred me or somebody mentioned me to them. I have had children of 17 years, especially girls, get me clients. I have had people of 22 years, 23 years get me clients. So don't say they are 14 years or they are, they are 17 years or they are 18 years. They don't have the money. Collect their number. Collect their number. Build contacts. Let people know you. See, I've had a girl refer me to her boyfriend. And through that girl, I have done no less than 3 transactions, totaling over 21 million. She's not up to 26. Does the girl have money to buy? No. Does she have access to somebody that have the money? Yes. All right. So build contact. This is a business that works on referral. People that have the purchasing power are not the people that have the decision-making power. So if you're a member of a church, build contact. Build contact. The second place you need to build contact is your school. If you're a student, build contacts. Build contact. Collect number. Have people on your WhatsApp. Collect number. All right? Collect number. Your friends, your classmates have brothers and sisters that want to buy property. They will easily buy from you because that your friend know you. So when they ask your friend about you, your friend will tell them that you're a good person. So they will buy based on the trust they have in that your friend, not even the trust they have in you. They will bank on your friend's integrity to buy from you. So church, school, if you're an employee, build contact from your workplace. Build contact from your workplace. Build contact from your workplace. All right? The fourth place is your neighborhood. Let people around you know this is what you do. You're into real estate. Me, I carry my business on my head. Oh. Most of you, before you wake up, you are seeing my WhatsApp status like I've already posted. One deal, one transaction is enough. Is enough to settle me for a month. There was one period, I think in 3 months, like in 2 weeks, right? I did about 3 transactions. Totaling the total commission our company made from those transactions were, I think, about 5.5 million. Yeah, in less than 2 weeks. 5.5 million in less than 2 weeks. That's how much we made from 3 transactions. Yeah, from 3 transactions. And these transactions didn't take more than 3 hours because you spent like an hour going to see the property. Then let's say 2 hours in back and forth negotiation. At the end of the day, we check the total amount of time you invested in that transaction is 3 hours. But all of those transactions came through referrals. This girl, that boy. So you must build contact. This one is basic. I'm not talking about Facebook ad. I'm not talking about running ad. No, those ones will come later. You must collect number of people. You must collect contact from people that see you physically. People will easily trust someone they see on a daily basis. People in your church, people in your school, people in your workplace, people in your neighborhood will easily trust you because they know you. They see you every day. They will easily trust you more than somebody that met you online. You will need to do extra work online to convince somebody online that you're legit. So collect contact, right? Collect contacts from these 4 places: church, school, workplace, neighborhood. Then the 5th place is family members. Some of you don't have the number of your cousins. You don't have the number of your cousins. So bad. And you have like 20 to 25 cousins. Collect their number. Most of your cousins are making it big, low key, you know. Collect the contact of your cousins. Let them be seeing your posts. All right? So you build contact from church, school, workplace, neighborhood, and family. These 5 places. I built contact from these 5 places. Very important. Very, very important. I built contact from these 5 places. So if you have contact from these 5 places, at least you should have at least 1,000 numbers on your WhatsApp. And then when you do that, let me tell you the next thing you do when you have built those contacts on WhatsApp. Add them to a broadcast list. Yes. Add them to a broadcast list. Add them to a broadcast list. Add them to a broadcast list. The minimum number of people you should have on your WhatsApp is 2,000 if you're serious with real estate. 2,000 people on your WhatsApp. So your major work is building contact, building contact, building contact. And when you build that contact, add them to a broadcast list. WhatsApp broadcast is where you send message and it will deliver to multiple people at the same time. So most of you get my message directly in your inbox. That message you are getting directly in your inbox, I didn't send it to only you. I sent it to multiple persons. Multiple persons. Multiple persons. So add people to a broadcast list. That is this feeling people have when you send them message directly in their inbox. It gives this personal connection. All right. So add them to a broadcast list. Then always post on your WhatsApp status. Right? Excuse me. Always post on your WhatsApp status. Very important. Always post on your WhatsApp status. Always post on your WhatsApp status. You see my WhatsApp status, you see me update, you see me post some of those things. Always post on your WhatsApp status. What are the things to post on your WhatsApp status? Or what are the things to post on Facebook and your social media platforms generally? Like I said, educative content. Post pictures and videos of your real estate activities. If you are going for inspection, post it that you're going for inspection. Let people know that customers are coming, right? People want to buy from someone that is already active. People want to buy from where others are buying. Post pictures of you with clients. Some of you, when you see my posts, whenever I make a sale, I post it on my WhatsApp status. I post it to my broadcast list. Someone might think I'm bragging. That's a foolish person's thought. When I post that thing, what it does to my audience is that it makes my audience know that people are trusting favor. Right? When you post successful sales, successful transactions, it makes people know that this guy is selling. No, people are trusting him. So me too, I can trust him with my money. So post your real estate activities. If you're going for inspection, post it. If you make a sale, post it. If somebody chats you up for inquiry, screenshot it, block the person, like close the person's name and post it. These are things you see me do. There's a tactical reason behind the things I do. I don't just do them for doing sake. I'm a very private person, right? I live a very private life. I've never posted my wife on Facebook since I got married. On Instagram, on WhatsApp status, you could hardly see me post my wife. You could hardly. I'm a very private person. So for me to be posting screenshot of money I receive in my account, there is a reason for that. That's a marketing strategy. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to impress anybody by posting screenshots of my transactions. Some people think you're trying to brag. Like I said, that's a full thought. They don't feed me. They don't pay my bills, so their thoughts don't matter, right? So post it. When people ask you questions, post it. Let other people know that look, people are asking you questions. People are getting you engaged in the business. As you post those things, it will make your audience know that you're being trusted in the market. All right? It will make your audience know that you're trustworthy. People are trusting you. So when next you see me, post screenshot of credit alert I receive in my inbox. Whenever you see me post it on my WhatsApp status, just know I'm trying to, re-echo to my audience that I am trustworthy. Are we together? Are we together? This is 10 minutes after 10. This class is meant to be for 1 hour. If you have learned something today, come on, drop it in the inbox. Let me know what you've learned. If you don't post, people will not know that you're trustworthy. If you don't post, people will not know you're trustworthy. If you don't post, they will not know you're being patronized. Right? You can type the things you've learned and just post it in the comment section. Just type the things you've learned. Just type the things you've learned. If you also have a question, feel free to type your questions. Feel free to type your questions. Let me see what you've learned. Let me see what you've learned in the comment section. Build contacts. Very important. Very important, Ebube. Very important. This is the fulcrum of real estate sales, right? See, people don't buy the best around, they buy the best they know. If you are the best in the business and nobody knows you, nobody will buy from you. People don't buy the best around, they buy the best they know. They don't buy the best around, they buy the best they know. So you can't be the best and you're hidden. You can't be the best and you're hidden. You can't be the best and you're hidden. Yeah, relate wisely with people, build contacts. Very true, Chinonso. Very true. Very, 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 very true. Be trustworthy, yes. Be trustworthy. Integrity is the biggest capital, right? Like I said, real estate, you can start it without a capital, but your biggest capital is integrity. If you lose it, you've lost it. Post educative contents on your social media handles. Very true. It will be very, very true. Very, very true. Very true. Contact, Soma. Contact. Contact is key. Contact. 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 People don't buy the best around, brother. They buy the best they know. They buy the best they know. As I'm talking to you now, I have plans in place to build 10,000 hard copy flyers because I've realized that there are people that are not on Facebook. So when you run ad, your ad does not capture them. So I'm printing 10,000 flyers that will be shared in Owerri just for my business. Owerri must know me. Oh, no come to play. Owerri must know me. So your major work is to ensure as many people as much as possible know you. As much as possible know you. Very true. Soma, very true. Dress well to meet your clients. Very, very true. This thing you just wrote now is key, right? Is key. I always tell people, don't if you're meeting a millionaire, don't appear like a pauper. Don't appear poor. You can't afford to appear before your client as like somebody that need help. You can't afford to do that, right? You can't afford to do that. You can't afford to do that. Dress well. There are times I used to wear suit to meet my. In fact, I still wear suits, right? As of last week, currently, I just made 9 new suits. 9. I just made 9 new suits. 8 have arrived, remaining 1. Currently, I made 13 new senators. 13 new senators. If you watch my hair, for some of you that know me, I cut my hair every Friday, every week. Either Thursday or Friday, I cut my hair. I can't afford to appear bushy. I cut my hair, I dye it, I use sporting wave relax on my hair. There's nobody that sees my hair that doesn't tell me your hair looks nice. It's intentional. You're meeting millionaires. You can't afford to dress like people that come to their house to ask for help. You are meeting a client here, you're wearing a red shirt, yellow trouser, and a white shoe. For Christ's sake, do you work with yellow fever? Dress well, package yourself. Package yourself. Package yourself. All right. So Chisomi is asking for hashtags. What do you say about it, sir? I don't see anything in hashtags. I don't really do hashtags. I don't think it's okay. It's okay, right? It's okay. It's okay. If there are benefits to hashtags, use it. Use it. It's okay. For me, I will say it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead and use hashtags, but then ensure that your content is quality, right? That the things you're posting is quality. That the things you're posting is quality. So yeah, hashtags are okay. Hashtags are okay. Very much okay. Very much okay. Very much okay. Let me also say this about dressing, right? Soma is laughing. Soma is true. Let me also say this about dressing, right? If you have tattoos, I'm not saying tattoos are wrong. I'm not a religious police officer. But if you have tattoos, right? If you're meeting a client, close up your tattoos. We live in a religiously awake society. You can't afford to have tattoos on you, all over you and meet a client. You can be meeting a client that is a deeper life member. Once they see the tattoos in their mind, Obanje, in their mind, the devil, they can't do business with you. You can't wear tattoo and meet a lost season member. All right, close up your tattoos. Wear a long shirt if you have tattoos. After the sale, you can wear polo, but avoid anything that will make people see you in a bad light. If you're a lady, people over here are skeptical about some piercings. You can't go to meet a client with nose piercings, 12 piercings on your ear, your tongue. You can't go to meet a client like that. You live in a religiously woke society. They will mistake you to be a once girl, especially if the client is coming to meet you with his wife or his babe. So you can't afford to be exposing tattoos. You can't afford to be wearing piercings all over your ear, all over your nose, your tongue. You can't afford to appear like that. Look decent. Maximum as a lady is 2 earrings. Anything more than 2 earrings for me is a no-no. If you're meeting a client, anything more than 2 earrings, is a no-no. If you're based in Owerri, avoid nose piercings. Owerri have not accepted that thing as a fashion. Once you do it, you are considered as a runs girl. Avoid ankle chains as a lady. I'm telling you, the perception of clients to these things. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Right? So avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid some colors that give the wrong perception. You can't be wearing yellow and black. You're not a cultist. You can't be wearing red barrette to go and meet a client. You're not a cultist. They can interpret it differently. You call it fashion, but then you're not in business to be the fashion guy in the world. You're in business to make sales. To avoid whatever that will give you a bad name. All right. These are things I pay attention to. All right. These are things I pay attention to. Whoa, if you have questions, please ask me. If you have questions, ask me, right? If you have questions, ask me. Please, while you type your questions, I need a favor from you. Can you screenshot this thing? Screenshot, post on your WhatsApp status, right? Post on your WhatsApp status, post on Facebook and tag me. All right? Post on Facebook and tag me. Post on your WhatsApp status, post on Facebook and tag me. Tell me the things you learned. Tell me how amazing this class was for you. Screenshot it, post on your WhatsApp status, post on Facebook, especially Facebook, Instagram. Tag me, I will respond. All right? Tag me, I will respond. Somebody is asking, is it necessary to go with a car to meet a client? Thank you so much for asking this question, right? So, this business is a perception-based business, right? Because you're dealing with millionaires, like I said, you can afford to appear like a pauper. Okay? If you can afford it, afford it. If you can afford it, go on with it. It increases your perception. Let me tell you, when I started real estate, I discovered that this thing agents ask for, that's a mobility fee, right? I hated that thing. This thing they do, mobility fee. I hated it. I hated it. It was for me. I saw it as a poor man's lifestyle. I hated it. I hated it. Before you show somebody a land, somebody wants to buy a land of 5 million. You're asking him to give you 5K for mobility before you show him a land. For Christ's sake, you have over 750K at stake as commission, and 5K is all you're pursuing. Come on. So I started taking care of my clients' transportation. Till now, we do it. I have a driver I work with, a friend of mine, he's into Uber, I work with him, right? I hire him for inspections. If I have inspections, I call him, he always carry me and my clients. For each day we go on inspection, I spend nothing less than 18,000. Yes. For each day he carries me for inspection, I pay nothing less than 18,000. If he carries me 3 times, 3 different clients, 18 times 3. But guess what? If I spend 18,000 on transportation and we close that deal and our company makes 2 million naira from that deal, what's 18,000 compared to 2 million? So imagine how it will package me, right? I'm going on an inspection. When I meet my clients, I refer to him as my driver because he's my driver. I pay him, right? So imagine we are in the car, AC is on, there is water in the car, cold water, and then I'm sitting at the back with the client. We are discussing. There's cool music. We are driving down, and then we see the property. We enter the car, AC car, back to the office. He comes to the office. It's an AC office. I offer him a drink, and the rest of it. We close the deal. We sign off. That alone has created a mindset that this boy is doing well. So if I tell him that a plot of land is 2.5, the client will not argue with me because the packaging is there. But imagine you want to sell a property to a client, you by entering a bus and you're telling him to pay. Okay, I hope you know you pay for my transport. That's the problem. You're not thinking global. You're not thinking global. You're not thinking global. So if you can afford to rent a car, go on. But if you cannot, enter public transport, but do the best you can to pay for the client. If you cannot pay for the client, allow the client to pay. But let them know you are grateful that they are paying for your transport. Right? Let them know you are grateful. Let them know it is not your right. All right? Let them know it is not your right. But for me at this level, I rent cars. I have 2 Uber guys I work with. Anytime I'm going for inspection, I hire them. AC must be on. There will be cold water for them at the back. Drive down to see the property, drive back to the office. Before I come back to the office, I call the front desk. They prepare something for me. If it's drink, with snack, once we go up into the office, they bring it up. That's how you package yourself in business. All right? That's how you package yourself in business. Perception, there's a difference between actual value and perceived value. So a property can be worth 2 million naira, but the way you package yourself will make, if you tell the client that the property is worth 3.5, they will not agree with you because you have packaged yourself well. So man is saying interesting. Yes, interesting. That's business. That's business. That's business. You must package yourself. You must package. That's why when you go to a bank, they put AC for you. That's the difference between banks and Akawo. You give bank your money, you give Akawo your money. But why do you prefer bank? They give you that mindset that you can trust them. You enter there, somebody opens the door for you. That door that they press and it opens, can't you press it yourself? But they place somebody to press it for you. You come in, there are people in front attending to you. There is AC everywhere. While you're inside the bank, you see a cleaner comes around to clean the floor. They are giving you this mindset that they value you and your money is safe with them. It's perception. The reason why you buy a plate of food in Kilimanjaro for 5,000 and buy the same food with the same chicken, the same taste, you buy it for 2,000 in a roadside restaurant is perception. You go to Kilimanjaro, somebody opens the door for you. There is AC, there is TV. The same food, the roadside restaurant sells it in a restaurant that doesn't have fan, fly everywhere. You cannot pay 5,000 there. So when you pay 5,000 at Kilimanjaro, remember the 5,000 is not water. The 5,000 is not even meat. So you pay like 8,500, 9,000 to eat food at Kilimanjaro. But that money you are paying for the AC, you are paying for the cleaner, you are paying for the man that opened the door for you. That's why you go to Kilimanjaro. You don't negotiate their meat and their rice. Do you do that? You don't. But if you go to a roadside restaurant, they tell you a plate of food is 2,000. They tell, madam, no. Which one is 2,000 again? You know, go sell 1,500. I'm buying 2 plates, so she'll not say, oh, yeah, bring money. When you go to Kilimanjaro, you're even happy they are selling to you. Why? Packaging, perception. So put yourself together. Put yourself together. Yeah, there's a difference between perceived value and natural value. Very true. I just said it. I just said it. So it is packaging that increases perceived value. You increase perceived value by packaging, right? I bought a perfume for 87,000 in Lagos. I came to Owerri. I saw the same perfume for 53,000. What's the difference? The people that sold it to me in Lagos, they package themselves. They package themselves. They package themselves. Go to Lagos and see women selling real estate and doing inspection with Range Rover. That's packaging. When they tell you one duplexes, 250 million, you pay. You pay. All right. It's been an amazing time, guys. So happy to have spent this time with you people. This class has been, it's long overdue, but trust me, we'll be having this every week. I commit my life to helping others get better. I promise you, I won't charge you. And under God, everything I know, I will teach you. What I will teach you, what I will not teach you is what I don't know. Right? It is my desire that all of you succeed. It is my desire that all of you succeed. All right? It is my desire that all of you succeed. So thank you so much for being online. I appreciate your time. I don't take it for granted. All right? I don't take it for granted. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you have any question, write it down. Next week we'll meet again. We might be having these classes on Wednesdays. Some people wrote to me in my inbox that they'll be attending video this night. So I think Friday is a bit um Friday is a bit occupied for people, right? So we'll be doing it Wednesdays. I used to do it Wednesdays before, so we'll go back to Wednesdays. We'll refer to Wednesdays, right? Instead of Fridays. Most churches have meetings on Friday, videos and the rest. So we'll go back to next week Wednesday. Expect this class. Like I said in March, we'll be having a physical meeting at Rockview Hotel. I have paid for the hall, and I've also planned for your lunch. You're not paying a kobo for it. We'll have a physical meeting, a physical training at Rockview Hotel, and then by God's grace, it's going to be 3 hours of intense teaching. All right, 3 hours of intense teaching. We'll go on a break, take lunch, come back again. It is my prayer that you all find your feet. I'm not as successful as I want to be. If you're counting the rich people you know, you will not even count my name in it. But believe me, the little I know and the little God have taught me, I'm willing to share. And my biggest reward will be that you apply these things and succeed. Is that you chat me up and tell me that you just paid house rent for your family. I have a friend that paid house rent for his family in December, and I know when he started. Sincerely, I know when he started, and I'm happy for where he is today. So your success will be my compensation for this, right? So thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. In the midst of all I've taught you, don't forget the biggest strategy is to be on the side of God. I won't lie to you. If you're not on the side of God, forget it. You're done. Otilo is on it. Your biggest strategy will be on the side of God. God is the greatest. And whatever I have today is God. I can't stop talking about him. And I will never be ashamed to talk about him. Right? So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wednesday next week we'll go again. We'll go for the part two, right? I will tell you some of the things I do online and some of the things I do during sales, right? Some of the things I do during sales, all right, that help me convince people to buy. You can do everything right, but when it comes to convincing people, it can be a follow up if you don't know what to do and what to say. So next week, Wednesday, I will tell you what to say that will make people buy, and I will tell you how to say it. Right? Some of you wonder how I make my sales. I will tell you what to say to people and they buy, and I'll tell you how to say it. So don't miss next week, Wednesday. Tell your friends, take screenshots, post it online, write about it. Let's help as many young people as possible. People are doing Yahoo and they are training people for free. We that are doing genuine business, let's help ourselves and teach for free. Right? Let everybody rise. I'm not afraid of you making sales. Right? Your success will not stop mine. So I'm not afraid of telling you everything I know. Right? So let everybody succeed. Life is better when all of us are a success. When we gather, it's a gathering of successful people. The conversation is different, right? So next week Wednesday we'll meet again. God willing, it will keep us alive to see next week Wednesday. I love you all from my heart. I do. All right. And once again, thank you so much for being online. You guys are amazing. See you next week Wednesday. Married man is signing off. Thank you so much. God bless you. Anyanwụ Chisom Soma Ebube tí ó best Arinze tí ó Bill Onyinyechi Metro Precious Ifeanyi Obinna Success everybody thank you guys Okorie Dumebi Soma Okorie Chinonso thank you so much you guys are amazing we'll meet again next week Wednesday alright God bless you.